second down.
13-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. For Cousins, and he's taken down back at his own 7. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
He's crossing.
Shotgun now from Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
33, Dalvin.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Cousins pass intended for Irv Smith. Incomplete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Cousins. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
19, Adam
Thielen.
Touchdown.
29 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead.
The extra point is good.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Dancing to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Cousins on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
This ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings.
Smith Jr. Touchdown.
Irv Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Vikings 14. Cardinals nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
That's good.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. 35 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Cardinals 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, We step aside. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll throw right away. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Throwing is Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
His kick is good.
Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
25-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Cardinals 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone.
Andy Isabella on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. My gun. Good route there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And got his man complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And that will will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
Complete. He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off down at the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Going deep for Hopkins. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half, Cousins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line. As he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Forced out to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's good.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
At the 11-yard
From the gun, it's Drake. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right. Back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
To throw, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Play fake, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Complete.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
43-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
They run it again with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Drake. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now to throw.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Play action. Now it's Murray. Buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Got an open man finding Jefferson. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
19 yards. First down, Vikings.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
23 yards the pickup there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll throw again. Cousins. Flush to his right. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Cousins again. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He starts by handing this off to Drake. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
1 yard gain.
Right back to Drake. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Brings up
throwing now is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
Dan Bailey lining up.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. And Isabella, 83 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that it might not be dialing. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, it's Drake, and he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
First down, Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Running, it's Drake. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they will take a knee here.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
A 21-yard attempt.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. On fourth down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been out.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out.
Tonight's final score, Vikings.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,